Out Tuesday with licensed professional counselor Yunetta Spring.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show is Talk It Out Tuesday. Y'all help me welcome our therapy expert, licensed professional counselor Yunetta Spring. Good
Hey, good morning, y'all. How you doing?
Hey, good morning. We doing good. We're so
morning.
happy to have you. You know, and it's the last Tuesday of the month, and you've been talking about apologies in August. And I know you got some good stuff for us this morning.
Yes, we have covered so much ground with apologies, and y'all make sure y'all check out the social media pages so you can get the update. But today I want to end this month with focusing on you, right? Us really focusing on ourselves, because an apology begins and ends with you. So I made a post on my Springforth Instagram yesterday, and it said, one thing I wish everyone knew is that if you aren't addressing the nervous system, then you aren't addressing the issue, okay? So our nervous system plays a vital role in how we perceive and how we receive information. And this is information concerning our environment, others, just how we function in general, right? So when I talk about the nervous system, I'm talking about how our body functions and survives, okay? So sometimes we can't and won't accept apologies because we are afraid, right? And mostly I think it's because we are afraid to forgive ourselves.
Right.
So I really want us to focus on us. Because I'm raising my hand too, and I know everybody else can raise it with me. How many times have we ever been mad at ourselves?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
I mean, all the time, too many times to count. But sometimes moving forward may require you to make amends with a version of yourself that you're not proud of.
Right.
So this could be a naive version of yourself. This could be a fearful version of yourself, or angry or bitty or petty part. You know, that part of yourself that acted out of character. So if you have ever acted out of character or made a decision that you regret, it can be really hard to own and admit that. And to be able to admit that it's not everybody else's fault. It can be really difficult to acknowledge that your present circumstances are a result of some of your past decisions. So I want to make it plain that fear often interferes with a lot of things, right? So if fear is in the equation, it will literally hijack your ability to make rational choices.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So if fear is a part of the equation, then it's going to interfere with our ability to make choices, right? We're making choices out of survival and not really looking at the situation that's in front of us. So I want everybody to be thinking about, like, as we wrap up this Apologies in August piece, I want everybody to be thinking about what you need to apologize to yourself for and how you can forgive yourself.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's deep.
I love that.
It's because, we hold ourselves hostage, waiting on somebody else to help us feel better. But what if you made up with you? What if you offered yourself some compassion and grace and forgiveness just because you're human? You know what I mean?
I love that so
that's
much.
what I really want
Yes.
us to be focused on. Yeah.
Janelle Monáe has this lyric that says, you are the venom and the remedy. Like, you can be the source of your problems, but you're also the solution. And that you can heal through forgiving yourself. And I think that this is just so powerful and so needed for so many people, because we trap ourselves, by not forgiving ourselves. And I just really appreciate this message and all of these segments that you've been doing on forgiveness. I'm sorry to interrupt, but it's just really resonating with me right
that's
now.
good stuff.
That's good. Yeah, we welcome that.
Yeah.
I love that. You're going to have to send me that song.
Yeah.
It takes time, because sometimes you be worried about what other people think of, you being out of character as well. And sometimes that has a effect on you forgiving yourself, because you're thinking what they think, and do they like me? Are they mad at me? Or whether they think, damn, I shouldn't have did that, or whatever. But once you forgive yourself, you get to a space where, okay, I did what I did. I'm not perfect. I made a mistake. I got to forgive myself and move on to the next thing.
Yep. Yeah.
Absolutely. You got it. And all of that can be unpacked in therapy. One thing I always say is, a person that holds a grudge is a person that's afraid to hold themselves accountable.
Right.
Okay. So holding ourselves accountable, really looking at ourselves, are things that we can do in therapy in a safe space where we don't have to worry about being judged. Just to really look at ourselves and see, why did I respond that way? What is that connected to? And the more information we have about why we respond or why we make decisions the way we make them, the healthier we'll be and the healthier our relationships will be.
Wow.
Powerful.
Council Spring was an older white lady, and I was pushing her in a wheelchair, and she was at the top of a hill coming out of Love Field Airport, and she had called me the N-word, and I had to make a decision whether I was going to, she said,
Lord.
We'll talk about it another time. But
I'm sure you showed compassion, Rickey. I'm sure you showed compassion.
Well,
it sounds like I believe he let it go. You know, you just let it go.
Yeah.
Did you let
I
it
feel
go?
bad.
Literally let it go. No, he let it go.
I feel bad
Straight
about
down
it.
that hill. That's what he did.
Boarded my flight.
Forgive yourself, Rickey.
I am.
Wow.
Council Spring, talking out to the segment is not meant to be a replacement for actually going to therapy, but it's a start. You can always get more information on Yunetta's website, groundbreakerstherapy.com, or on Instagram at groundbreakerstherapy. Council Spring, thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you.
More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.